today, a little less humid, but we're looking forward to practice 2, making that step from 1 to 2, and improving and staying healthy at the same time. Because I think day 2 in spiders becomes a little bit more anxious. The guys are, they want to do more. They, got coached up on videotape. They want to do more. So we're excited to see what we got today. Questions?
How long will it be till you put on pads?
We'll have the pads on tomorrow. Just shell, not full pads, but it's pretty much full.
Full pads tomorrow?
It will be, let's say, next Tuesday or Wednesday. So we'll go shells, day off Saturday, Sunday being shells, I think Monday shells, Tuesday pads.
I wanted to ask about Kenny Johnson. Obviously, he was the most improved player in the spring. What steps have you seen since then to now?
It's a great question, because I'm walking into team meeting this morning, probably about 15 minutes before our 8 o'clock team meeting at 7:45. He's in the receiver room with Coach Lassiter, and he's drawing up the route concepts and saying, hey, what's the tight end got? To me, when a receiver starts asking what the tight end's got, what the back's got, he's just not worried about what he's doing. That's the step that I think, Kenny's taking, is that next step of knowing what everybody's doing, so he knows how the whole thing fits and why his role, whatever that concept is pass-wise, is what it is.
Speaking of the tight end, just what's your expectation for that group to help you guys out on offense this year, especially with some returning guys like Oakman and Malachi Thomas?
Yeah. And Justin Holmes, another guy. Max has been great as well. Great expectations, right? I mean, we need we need all 11 positions on offense and defense and special teams to be successful for us. So, we expect a lot of our tight ends. Jake's become a big-time leader for us. Malachi's just got to continue to be more consistent. I think he's got great talent there. And this Justin Holmes transferred from, I don't know if I talked about him yesterday in presser or not, but Justin Holmes done a nice job for us. I'm excited about what he brings to help us win championships.
What does Justin bring?
He's big and smart. It's funny, you can probably look back on the internet and I don't know if I've told him this, but when we decided to bring him in, I was like, he's a 6-foot guy. It says he's 6 foot. He's 6'2" and a half, maybe 6'3". Whoever got that on the internet, I think a lot of people didn't recruit the guy because they thought he was only 6 foot. I'm like, he's a fullback. I was kind of, do we really want a 6 foot? When he came in, I'm like, holy cow, is this the same guy? So again, we got lucky getting him here, in my opinion. I'm excited about what he brings.
Have there been any people who have jumped out in the leadership roles that you kind of didn't expect?
Not really. We actually took a poll yesterday. We did one at the end of spring ball. We voted for our leadership council, our Eagles call them, and then we voted again yesterday, 2 days ago, and announced them last night. It was exactly the same guys. Okay, and, the votes go in and out, up and down. So, but the same exact vote. People came out of that, but some guys got more, some guys got less. So you kind of see who's trending in the right direction and maybe who's not. Whether it's a guy that is the leader in votes for the senior class, or a guy that's has no votes. Did he have no votes and now he's got 3? Okay, he did something this spring. So those are all things I get a chance to gauge and look and see what our team thinks of each other.
You talked about Jake Overman being a leader. I heard he's doing a Bible study. He got some guys baptized. How unique is it that he's only been here a year and he's one of your big time leaders?
Yeah, it's really unique. But he steps up and talks every day. And it's not just in Bible study and getting guys baptized. It's everything. He's into it. It's his birthday today too, by the way. If you didn't know that. So he's been a special addition because it's not just about football, guys. It's about life, and he brings the life perspective.
2 more. How was Joel's kind of taking some of the experience that he got at the end of last year and in the spring and translating into campus?
Yeah, Joel's had a good day yesterday. Through some of the OTs during the summer, I thought he was thinking too much and dropping some balls, but yesterday had a great day. His dad was here, a couple of his brothers were here as well. So I don't think they're here today, so he's got to put on a show when his parents are here. But Joel's just, he's just going to keep getting better. He got better every game last year, just with those reps, and he'll continue to, he'll continue with Dez in there, and I feel like Boosie's special. And I know we lost a couple running backs, but we're gonna be fine at that position. I think there's concerns there. I like the guys we have in that room, and if we aren't, what we're gonna move there? Kyle Lewis, play tailback. Lovelace, they're loving to get a chance there. So we got answers if we need them, but Wells has done a nice job.
Pat, when you bring in a transfer kicker up to the FBS, Is that position at all easier just to get a guy acclimated just by nature of if he can kick at Murray State, he can kick here? Or are there any nuances that maybe people don't think about to getting someone, getting a kicker acclimated?
Yeah, I think, it's nice that he's kicked. Bringing a guy off the street, bringing a guy that's never kicked in a game, that's a problem. A guy that's kicked in a game, whether it's in front of 2,000 or 5,000, whatever it may be, but it's going to be a little different in Acrisure Stadium. So that's going to be the big challenge is how does he adjust to ACC football? And really Sam for that matter as well. Both of them really, Sam hasn't kicked in games, and so that'll be the difference there.
Thank you.